Hey guys and gals. Recently had a lot of interest in people wanting to learn how to build a self bow, so I'm going to do a little build along with you folks. This is a Osage Orange, also known as a hedge stave, that I cut about a year ago. I've recently cut it down to about 60 inches, which is a little bit short for me. I'm typically shooting a 62, 64 inch bow. I have about a 26 inch draw length with a self bow, so 60 inches it's not necessarily going to be pushing the envelope, but it's going to be stressing the bow a lot more than what I like to. I think that I can possibly get two bows out of this stave. That may come back to bite me in the rear end later on, but I'm going to try it anyway. As you can see, I'm splitting this stave out. When you select a stave out in the timber, you'll want to find a nice straight grain pattern, and that's evidenced by the bark on the tree, and you can see how this bark pretty well runs in a straight line up throughout the stave. Now, I did notice when I got into the on the other side of the bow that there was a twist in it, and that's part of the reason I cut it at the length that it is right now. It's got a wave in it up there at the top, but I think I can work around it. When you cut your stave, if you cut a hedge stave, you'll want to try to cut it in the wintertime when the sap is down in the roots, and you immediately want to put either paint or glue over the ends. The ends will try to dry faster than the rest of it, and it will, when the moisture comes out of the wood, it will cause cracking in the ends. So cut it a little extra long, seal the ends, and find a good section of it that is about the right length. Now, typically what I will do, I'll peel the bark and the white wood off of the hedge tree, so that sometimes there'll be a knot hidden in there that you don't know about. And if you try to just lay out the bow without having that information, it can sometimes cost you a stave if you cut it the wrong way. What we're going to do, you see I'm using a wedge that I'm driving in, and a hatchet there, and I'm hitting them on the back with a maul. I started off initially with my kind of a crude little old corn knife that I've kind of made into a fleshing knife or a draw knife. I started the split by putting it on the top right here, and then I drove it down in there with a 3-pound sledgehammer. What we're going to be trying to do, we want to find a good wide, I apologize for the video quality, I'm trying to do this on an iPhone, but these growth rings are what we're looking for. We're going to be trying to find a wide growth ring up in here close to the sapwood that we can follow, and ideally I like to follow the first layer or maybe the second layer after the sapwood. If I can do that, I will. But we're going to take off all this white wood because you don't want it on your bow, and lots of times on a hedge bow you will have worms in that layer, and sometimes just barely into the heartwood. But we're going to remove all of that, all this white wood, all the way down the length of the bow stave. I've already started on this one, and hopefully we won't find any pin knocks or anything that anything that will interfere with the design of the bow. And I'm really hoping that I can get two bows out of this. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I'm going to go ahead and finish splitting this out and get the draw knife on it, and I'll make some more videos as I progress on this bow, and hopefully you folks can learn something from it. I've been building self bows for about 20 years now, and I've hunted with them for that long, and I really enjoy it. It's a great pastime. I like going out in the yard and shooting them. I also build my own arrows and arrowheads and bowstrings, and I do it all. But hopefully you folks can learn something from this, and if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me at ancientwisdom417@gmail.com, or you can look me up on Facebook, Ancient Wisdom Survival School. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned.